What happens when the future of a nation takes to the streets? What pushes thousands of students, the youth, to leave their classrooms and face off against those in power? Today, we're diving deep into the current wave of student protests in Bangladesh. What started as a small movement has now captured the attention of an entire nation. But why are these students so outraged? What are they fighting for? And how did it all start? To understand this protest, we first need to travel back to where it all began. It all began in the classrooms, where the dreams of a brighter future are usually nurtured. But for many students in Bangladesh, those dreams began to fade, replaced by frustration and a burning need for change. The catalyst, a broken system, the problems, widespread corruption, unsafe roads, and the lack of accountability, the trigger, a tragic accident, a deadly collision on the streets of Dhaka, involving a bus that claimed the lives of innocent students. This wasn't the first time such a tragedy had occurred, but it was the spark that ignited a fire. In a matter of days, students from schools, colleges, and universities across the country left their desks and took to the streets. Their demands were simple but powerful: safer roads, justice for the victims, and real change in the way the country is run. But what started as a peaceful protest quickly escalated. As the students' cries grew louder, so did the pushback from authorities. The streets of Dhaka and beyond transformed into battlegrounds. Rubber bullets, tear gas, and water cannons were unleashed. Yet, despite the fear and the violence, the students remained resilient. This isn't just about the roads anymore. It's about our future, our right to be heard, and our demand for a government that listens. The youth are the heartbeat of this nation. When they stand up, the whole country must pay attention. The protests didn't just stay confined to Dhaka. The movement spread like wildfire to cities and towns across Bangladesh, uniting students of all ages and backgrounds under a common cause. Social media became their megaphone, amplifying their voices and showing the world what was happening. #Bangladesh Student Trust began trending worldwide, capturing the attention of international media, human rights organizations, and diaspora communities. But this wasn't just about gaining global attention, it was about forcing the hand of those in power to enact real change. The government's response was a mix of promises and crackdowns. On one hand, they vowed to address the students' concerns, promising reforms and stricter traffic laws. On the other, they cracked down on the protests, detaining activists and blocking news coverage. This dual approach only fueled the students' resolve.